Okay, folks, listen. This is a live stream, and in this video, I'm just going to show uh, why the word God is so important and perfect to, you know, just to let you know why the letters God is so perfect. Okay, and I've shown all this before, and what's crazy is, little by little, I figured out, what the meaning of the word God is. Of course, when I say the meaning, of course, you know who God is. You know what I'm saying? Jesus is God, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Godhead, you know. Anyway, so let me just show you some of the, things I discovered over the years about the word God, you know, and why also you can understand why the Bible tells you why the Antichrist, you know, needs particular numbers and all that stuff. I've shown all that, but just real, I'm going to show you a few things, you know, in this video about the word God and how it connects to this Elvis and Trump puzzle. Okay. And for the people who are new to the channel, listen, I'm not going to really show any information that has to do with my two predictions, which is June 11th. There's going to be a spectacular event in the state of Washington, which the ground zero should be Seattle and that whole area of King County, whatever this event is going to be on June 11th. And somehow it connects to Elvis, okay? Eventually. Connecting to the mark of the beast, okay? Because Elvis is the Antichrist and Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh, okay? Because on August 4th, Trump gets his head wound in Ohio, okay? And I've shown why Ohio is the place, okay, where Trump gets his head wound on August 4th. And like I said, I'm almost sure it's going to happen this year, but if it doesn't, it's next year. Like I said, all I know is the dates of June 11th for Seattle, August 4th for Trump head wound in Ohio, and I know the people involved, which is Elvis and Trump, and I know the place, like I told you, the dates, the places, and the people involved. Okay. And I told you that Obama is the third wheel to this monstrous charade, okay? The unholy Godhead is the Elvis, Trump, and Obama. Okay, so let's get started here with the word God, all right? So if anyone gets in late, and they're trying to find out what's going on, you tell them to watch from the beginning, okay? Give me a second here. All right, let's get started. Hold on 1 second, folks. Give me a second to get this going. Oh, man, come on. All right. Sorry. Give me one more second here. Okay, so the word God. This is what the letters equal, okay? 7 for G, 15 for the letter O, and D is the fourth letter of the alphabet, right? But the only number that can be reduced is any double digit number. So it's 1 plus 5 would be 6, okay? So it's 7, 15, 4 or 7, 6, 4, okay? And just look at this, will you? So look at the numbers 1, 5, and then 4, and then 6, 4. So the Antichrist equals 154, 64 in its forward numbers. This is the backwards numbers, okay? We're not going to concentrate on that, even though there is importance to this, but forget that. So the Antichrist equals 154, 64. It's right there in the word God, okay? Because, see, this letter O is so important right here, okay? because it means a crown. Okay, and I showed you guys that the 156 prime number is 911. 156. The 156 prime number is 911. Okay, but anyway, forget about that right now. So you have the G is either 7 or 7. You get what I'm saying? That's why, the letter Z is a 7 upside down. You know what I mean? It's upright one and an upside down 7, the letter Z, because it's like saying the alpha and omega. You get what I'm saying? 7 7. And the reason for that is because the word Christ equals 77, and Elvis, he died in the year 77, which is also the same year Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown on June 11. Okay, so let's just go with that so far. Just remember that the word God even has the word Antichrist in it. The Antichrist, 154:64. Okay. Now, so I told you everything is perfect. Okay. The Antichrist equals 154. Okay. Christ equals 77. All right. So if you have two Christs, you would have the Antichrist, because 77 and 77 equals 154. Do you get it? The double cross, just like in the word Seattle has the double T, Manhattan had the double T. Do you get what I'm saying? And so the second Christ would be the Antichrist. You get what I'm saying? Not the second coming of Jesus, okay, because it's the same Christ. So that doesn't mean that. You're saying if you have a second Christ, a different, you know what I mean? That would be the Antichrist, okay? So Christ and Christ, two crosses, double cross, you get it? Okay, it's just 77 plus 77 equals 154. That's the point. What's the chance that it equals the Antichrist, And just to show you how incredible this is, all right? God bless all of you. I appreciate all the, kind comments. Listen, and you remember 9/11, pay attention, folks, because I told you the next 9/11 is on 6/11. So the prime numbers for 9/11, 2001, because that's how you would say it, because we say 2024, so you'd have to say 2001. Okay, hold on one second, folks. Someone's calling me here. Oh, man, I don't know what this is. Anyway, sorry about that, folks. Let me put the ringer off here. I don't know what that was. Okay, so let's start again. So the prime numbers for 9/11, 2001. 9 is 23. 9th prime number is 23. The 11th prime number is 31. The 20th prime number is 71. And the first prime number is 2. Okay? Hold on. And the totals would be 41 for 9/11/2001, and the prime numbers total was 127. So pay attention. Look at this. The 6th prime number, because 6/11 is the next 9/11, the 6th prime number is 13. The 11th prime number is 31, right? Now, the 13th, because look, 13th and 31 for 6 and 11, right? The 13th prime number is 41. The 31st prime number is 127. Do you see that? 13th is 41. The 31st is 127. Right there, 9/11. Do you see it? 127 and 41. Right there. And it's the 13th and 31st for 6 and 11. 13th, 31st is for 9/11. You see? Are you getting what I'm showing you? Is there anyone here who's not understanding this part? Does anyone not get what I'm showing here? Because the next 9/11 is 6/11, okay? I've shown all this before. This is nothing new. I'm just trying to, make sure you guys have seen this before, Okay, now hold on. Before we move on, so anyway, So that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm going to get to the whole word God, what I was showing in a moment, but I just want you to, this connects to that. That's why I'm showing that, okay? Anyway, hold on one second. I just want to make sure you guys are with me here. All right, so let's keep going. So what buildings fell on 9/11? It was tower number 1, tower number 2, and tower number 7. So now please explain this to me. How does the prime numbers for 9/11/2001 equal 127? And the buildings that fell were the 1, 2, and 7. I mean, can you believe this? I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. Do you see what I'm saying? Absolute impossibility, okay? Anyway, like I said, I've shown all that. But and remember the first, second, and seventh buildings fell, and I told you it equaled a total of 127, right? Now pay attention. The word El, you know, and El means God in Hebrew. In Hebrew, El means God. Elvis, get it? Elvis. This is what El equals. 17 forward, 37 backwards. Look at this. The 12th prime number is 37, and the 7th prime number is 17. 127, remember? 127, what I was just showing you. And you know, Elvis's addresses for Graceland is either 3717 or 3764. Okay? And look, 1737 is the EL. So it's the backwards of EL, 3717. Just like this, 3717 or 712. And notice, you see it says 7, 1, and 2. Do you know that 26 days is 7.12% of, 26 days equals 7.2%, 7.12%, and the word God equals 26. Okay? So it's just interesting that 7.12 is 26 days, and the word God equals 26. And I'm saying it's 1737, which is EL. Get it? All right? And I know that's, and yeah, and the, exactly, and God, and the 26th letter of the alphabet is God. You know what I'm saying? I mean, is the Z, it's the Z, which is the 7 upside down and 7 up. You know what I mean? 7 up, 7 down. Which I explained was kind of like the word Google, because GOO and then G again, 7007, and then LE, which is EL, means God. That's because the AI is the beast system itself. You know, you're that's how Elvis becomes God, because through the AI system. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because the AI knows more about you than your own family does. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the imitation of God, because God doesn't need us to feed it information. God knows every single thing about us. You understand? We don't have to feed him anything. He knows what we're doing, and he knows exactly what we're gonna do. Okay. My point is that that the beast system, we're feeding it. Everything we're doing is feeding it through this stupid cell phones, computers, every single thing we enter. You know what I'm saying? When we do our daily life, paperwork, whatever the heck we do, That's why we were given a social security number and all that stuff. Anyway, so let's just keep going here. Where was I? Oh, let me show you what I was real quick here. So remember I was showing you this thing, right? And then look what the total is, 191954. And why was I showing that? Oh, because Elvis, he got his crown on in 1954. And notice that 19 plus 54 equals 73, which is the EL again. Because, you know, the 7 and the 3 and 7 looks like the letters EL. Okay? If you turned it, you know, the other way, looks like the EL, 7 and 3, 3, 7. And which what I was, you know, showing here, because EL equals 1737. You know, all these connections that I was showing. And the reason I was showing 1, 2, 7 again, if you don't understand, the reason I was showing 1, 2, and 7 is because buildings 1, 2, and 7 fell on 9/11, right? You know what I mean? And I told you the prime numbers for 9/11 2001 equaled 127, okay? Anyway, so let's keep going here. Anyway, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Elvis started working at Crown Electric. He worked at Crown Electric on 4/20/1954, and it's 42 with a crown. And I told you Elvis died at the age of 42, and Washington State is the 42nd state. You know what I mean? 4-2 with a crown. Get it? The O is a crown. Anyway, so let's keep. Hold on. Give me 1 second, folks. Give me 1 second here. All right. So why would, yeah, so let's go, let me just show you this. So the word perfect, okay, because God's kingdom is perfect, okay? Perfect equals 7337. Remember I was telling you about the EL. The numbers 3 and 7 looks like the letters EL. 3773 looks like the EL. L means God in Hebrew. And notice it's got the 611 backwards right here, 11:6. Okay? So, and you know Elvis, he was born on the 8th day, 1/8, and he needs the 9. I told you guys that. Okay? But anyway, so kingdom equals the word perfect, because God's kingdom is perfect, right? It equals the exact same, the numbers. And I told you about the 7337. It's the 2 ELs. And look at that. 110 is the total. And why am I showing you that? I'll show you that in a minute. But first, let me show you this. So remember that the word perfect and the word kingdom equals 7337, 11635. So if you put a crown on the Father, because the Father in heaven is perfect, the word perfect and kingdom equals the exact same as the word Father with a crown. O Father equals 7337, 11635. Same exact as kingdom and perfect. Now, just like I told you that you have the Alpha, the Omega, okay? The Father, the Son. So look at this. So if the Father equals 7337, 110 in the forward numbers, which is the more important numbers, look at this. Jesus, his numbers equals 7337. If you put a crown on Jesus, you put a crown on Jesus, you get 7337, 110. Look at that. So it's in the back. Look at that. So the O Father is in the front. O Jesus is in the back, the number 7337, 110. Again, and you know, there's a bunch of other things I could show you. I'll get to that in a moment. But I was just trying to explain to you, you know, the beginning, the end, the Alpha, the Omega. And what I was trying to show here, hold on, the 7337 is the EL, and it's got 110 as the total. And you know that, hold on, folks, just give me a second. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Give me 1 second. So anyway, it's got 110, right? As the total for 7337. And you know that, hold on, what was I showing? Give me a second. Oh, what I wanted you to notice that it's got an 11 with a crown, right? 11 with a crown. 7337 is ELEL. And you know what? And you know what EL is like? L even, 11 with a crown, right? L even, 11 with a crown. And the Twin Towers, it resembles an 11. Okay? Okay, so, and you know that that those people that were the original chosen people by God, because we're the chosen people, okay? The Christians, but the original ones, they don't spell God with the O. They spell it GD because their Messiah is not here yet, okay? That's why they took out the O, the crown. The God is just GD. But look, GD 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 was the towers, you see? Okay, L even, 11. And if you don't believe that it's connected to that 7337, look, it had 110 floors each. 11 with a crown, 11 with a crown. And you know that Washington State was founded on 11/11, the date, back in 1889. Okay, and I just told you the letter O is a crown, so you're putting a crown on the 11. Okay, 11/11, L even. Okay, which goes back to what I was showing about how the 7337 is ELEL. Okay, you get it? And the Twin Towers resembled an 11. Okay. And you notice that it says up there, it says 7/4. Jesus equals 74, and so does Lucifer. Lucifer equals 74. And why is that? Before I keep going, why does Jesus and hold on? Why does Jesus and Lucifer both equal 74? Okay, because Jesus, who is God, and everything that was created by Jesus, for Jesus, and through Jesus. Okay, so everything was created by Jesus. All right, everything is created for Jesus too. So my point is, Lucifer was created by Jesus. Now, why does Lucifer have a 74 number and Jesus equals 74? Because Jesus created Lucifer and he was given a perfect name. Lucifer is a perfect name, just like Jesus is a perfect name. Jesus created Lucifer, but iniquity was found in Lucifer, and he thought he was God because Jesus created Lucifer so perfect that Lucifer thought he was God. Okay, and that's why he got thrown out, because he's not a creator, he's a creation, Lucifer. Okay, so when the creation starts thinking he's God, then he's got to go. All right, so that's my point. So that's why Elvis is a representation of Lucifer, because just like Elvis, just like Lucifer was adorned in jewels, and he had some kind of musical talent, Lucifer, and he got people to follow him because of his, whatever it is, whatever his appeal was. And he was like the Pied Piper, the pee-pee. All right, I told you how much they love the pee-pee. All right, because you'll see why they love the pee-pee later in the video. But so Elvis is a representation of that, because Elvis was adorned in jewels in his concerts. You see how he looked? He's adorned in jewels, and he was a musical talent, Elvis. You get what I'm saying? And he was followed by millions, folks. I mean, all across the earth. You can go to China, India, the Middle East, wherever you go, there's Elvis fans everywhere. And everywhere you see the word Levi's, because Elvis is Levi's. Elvis lives. Black lives. Lives is Elvis. Everything, okay? Lives, lives, uh, you know, Levi's, you understand, is Elvis, the word. It's an anagram. Okay, anyway, so let's just keep going. So anyway, like I said, Lucifer, Elvis is a representation of Lucifer, okay? Now, hold on, give me 1 second. All right. So back to where we were about the EL, right? So I told you that 7337 equaled 110, which is the word perfect, which is the word kingdom, which is the word O Father with a crown. The backwards of O Jesus numbers was 7337. Anyway, it's the L even, ELEL, 7337. Same letters, same numbers, it looks like. And then you put a crown on it. You know what I mean? That's why that's why I said that's why the the towers had 110 floors each, and I told you that Jesus equaled 74. You know what I'm saying? 7 4 right there equals 11. The towers look like an 11. You know what I mean? And notice, let me see this. What is this that I'm showing? Oh, here's something interesting. If you put a crown on 11, which is like the 110, like I told you, 11 with a crown. Interesting that it equals almost the same numbers as 33. Because I told you Jesus was crucified at the age of 33 and he rose from the dead at 33. That's why they use the number 33 as the highest number of Freemasonry. And it's, hold on 1 second, folks. Let me get my, my denture cream out of the way. Anyway, what was I saying? The 156, look, and you know the 156 is the letter O. The letter O is the 15th letter and reduced number is 6. And then you get 66, 15. It's basically saying 666 with a crown because the O is the 15th letter, you know. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting right there. And anyway, so remember we're talking about, hold on, folks, just give me a second. Just give me a second here. Hold on. No, it has to happen on June 11th. It can't, no, it's got to happen before, you know, I believe it's got to happen before the next president takes office. It has to. It wouldn't make any sense if it happened after, you know. But anyway, all I know is that June 11th is the date, okay, for this Seattle event, and August 4th is Trump's head wound in Ohio, okay? Anyway, let's keep going. So remember, we're talking about the L even, the alpha, the omega, the beginning, the end, and it's just interesting that this Amazon came out, and Amazon I think was based in Seattle, if I'm not mistaken, originally. Hold on. Where was the first Amazon headquarters? My phone is just really bad, folks.
Bellevue, Washington. According to Wikipedia, online bookstore and IPO, Amazon was founded in the garage of Bezos' rented home in Bellevue, Washington.
I think the first, I don't know. All I know is Seattle had a Amazon headquarters. I think it was the biggest one or whatever. I don't know. Hold on. So remember, we're talking about and Amazon, you know, they have that, they have the A and then they put the Z, you know what I mean? That thing, the arrow that goes from the A to the Z, you know, Amazon. Because I told you, it's all about the alpha, the omega, right? Now listen, pay attention, okay? So if you were to put into the gematria calculator the alphabet, now if you started from A, okay, pay attention. You start from A, then you put the next equation AB. You put the next equation ABC. you erase that and put A, B, C, D. I'm going to tell you why I'm saying that. So if you did that in every letters, you know, you put A, then take that out, then put A, B, take that out. You know what I'm saying is the only time that you're going to get this equation is when you get to the letter Z. But you put out every letter, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L, you know what I'm saying? And watch what happens. I've shown this before. Why does it stop at the letter Z, which is the 26th letter of the alphabet? And I told you the word God equals 26, right? So if you put every letter, this is the first time this, if you put all these letters into the gematria calculator, this is what it'll add up to. And why am I showing this? Because this is the first time you will see that the forward numbers and the backward numbers become the same at the 26th letter. At Z, it stops. See, do you get it? It's the beginning and the end, the alpha, the omega, the A to the Z. You have to put all the letters, and this is the first time you'll see that the forward numbers and the backward numbers are the same. That's what I'm talking about, okay? Do you get it? It's the alpha, omega, AZ, A to Z. Okay, I hope you guys are understanding that, all right? Let me see if you guys are understanding that. Someone's saying that Seattle has a new area code. When did that come out? I'll tell you why that's important. Hold on. I'll tell you why that's important in a minute. Hold on. Give me 1 second, folks. Hold on. Wait, hold on, folks. That's important, by the way. Give me a second. I'm going to tell you why that's important. What is Seattle's new area code and when did it come out?
According to KUOW, say hello to 564, the new area code that will eventually be used for phone numbers in the existing 206 area. That area basically covers Seattle, Bainbridge Island, and Vashon Island. The new area code will start being issued to new phone numbers about 6 months before the 206 numbers run out.
Yeah, so I don't know. Let me write that down, and I'll tell you why that's important real quick. 564. You'll see why that's important in a moment. I'm not going to tell you now, but you'll see. All right. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so yeah, I was showing you the alpha, the omega, right? Hold on. Okay, let's keep going here. Oh, remember earlier I was showing you that 11 with 2 crowns, 011 had something to do with the 33. Hold on. Has something to do with the 33. Interestingly enough, if you put 11 into the gematria calculator, because I told you there's a triple crown, okay? There's another crown that's up for grabs. I'm trying to make you understand that, okay? That's what this whole thing is about. There is a last crown, okay? And look, it equals 189, and I told you Elvis was born on 1/8, and he needs the 9. And look, it's 8-1 here, 8-1 here, and I told you that has to do with the thank heaven for 7-11 pillars that I showed you guys. And you know what's interesting? Check this out. 486, you would need 162 to get to 648, and I told you June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. Interestingly enough, check this out. Where is it? Man, don't tell me I didn't put it here. Yeah, it is. It's right. Oh, but before I show you that, so remember we were showing you 11. I was showing you 11 right here is what it equals. And remember I was telling you that earlier I was showing you some equation. So 11, 11, 11 equals 33, right? And I told you that the 9 and 6, if 9 plus 6 is 15, which is the crown. You know, it's the yin yang, the O. The O can be either 9 and 6, and they both look the same upside down and everything, right? So check this out. 11. So there's your 11, 11, and then the towers was an 11. You see what I'm saying? It's interestingly enough, it's 11, 11, 11 once this 611 happens. You get what I'm saying? It'll be the triple, it'll be the 33, you know what I mean? Anyway, so just real quick, let's go back to what I was showing. Where is it? A minute ago, with this. So, real quick, let's go back to this. For 486, you need 162 to get to the 648. And I told you June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. Now watch what happens. Watch what I'm going to show you here. So remember, it's 486. You need 162, which is June 11th, and 648 is the total. 486 to 648 and 162nd day of the year is June 11th. So watch this. Look at this. So if you go from the first of the year on the calculator, from the first of the year to 611, if you don't add the day, it's 161 days. If you add the day, it's 162 days, and on a leap year, it's 163 days. If you add those three up, the total, it's 486. Look at that. And if you add up the totals from the first of the year to August 4th, it's 215 days if you don't add the day, 216 if you add the day, 217 on leap year. And if you total it, it's 684. 486, 684. 486 plus 162 is 684. You see that? That's, hey man, I hold on, folks. I messed up. Hold on. I totally messed this up. Hold on. I wrote the wrong numbers down. Sorry. This is what it's supposed to be. Sorry. This is what happens when you're doing numbers all day, you know? Hold on, folks. I wrote the wrong numbers, but it's the right equation. Sorry about that. What an idiot. Hold on. Because the numbers look the same. That's why I messed up. Here, let me show it again. What a complete dum-dum I am. So let's go back again. So I showed you it was 486 the total, and then to 84 it's 648. Sorry. And 486 plus 162 is 648, okay? This is 648. And here's what I was trying to show you earlier. 486 to the 162, it equals 648. Okay? Hold on. Hold on. Did you guys get that or no? Did everybody get that last part? Did everyone get that last part before I move on? I want to make sure you guys got that before I move on. Oops. Hold on. Yeah, I don't see anyone's comments. I'm waiting for people to react to what I'm saying. Did you guys get that part? Man, I have 57 people in the chat. Now one person is responding. I don't get it. Hold on, folks. Just give me 1 second here. Yeah, all right. So you guys are getting it, right? I just want to make sure. Give me a second, folks. I have to send a text message real quick. I'm doing a live stream. I'll call you back. Okay. Yeah, that was my sister. Sorry. Okay. My sister's name is L-O. E-L-O. Okay. Anyway, you know what? Just go back and watch it again. Most everyone got it. I'm sorry. If you didn't get it, just please go back and watch that part again later. Just make sure you get the time where it was. Because it's already too confusing. Let me move on, all right? Okay, so now let's go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I appreciate you understanding. Let's go. So remember I was showing you that the word God, G is the 7th letter, 15th letter is O, and the 4th letter is D. Look, Trump's going to get his head wound in Ohio, right? But Trump is the 45th president, and Ohio is the 17th state, right? And look at the numbers of God backwards. 4, 5, 1, 7. See? 45, 17. You see that? 45, 17. God bless all of you in the chat, and just don't, I was about to say, don't pay attention to any trolls in the chat. I'll take care of that. But don't respond to the trolls. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, the word God is 4517 backwards. Look at that. That Trump is the 45th president, and he's going to get his head wound in Ohio. 4517 is the backwards numbers of God. You see? I guess that's just another coincidence, right? And check this out. And 45 plus 17 equals 62. And Obama, he was born on 8/4, right? In 1961. And this year, if Trump gets his head wound this year, because like I said, I'm not sure about the year. I just know that he's going to get his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. So on Obama's birthday, which is 8/4, he was born in 61, it's 62 years. And look, 61 plus 23 equals 84. Okay? Interestingly enough, And it's 62. So like I said, I believe he's going to get his head wound this year, but no. Now look, if you don't believe, so hold on. So remember I'm saying that, hold on, let me just check the comments here real quick. Okay. And remember, I'm telling you, Trump gets his head wound on 8/4, 17th state. Okay. Now, what's the George Washington had 2 birthdays. His original birthday was 2/11. It changed to 2/22. And 2/11 is the 42nd day of the year. And I told you Washington's the 42nd state, and Elvis died at the age of 42. But anyway, George Washington's original birthday was 2/11, 1731. From 2/11, 1731 to the day Obama was born, look at this. You know what, bud? Hold on, folks. Let me make sure this is correct before I show it. Because sometimes, I make a mistake with the year or something. So I just want to make sure, because he had 2 birthdays, this Washington. I want to make sure. Give me 1 minute, folks, to look it up. Just give me a second. So I'll just show it to you, the equation from the calculator. So from Washington's original birthday, 2/11, 1731, to the day that Obama was born, look at that equation. 84, 17 with a crown. Think about how crazy that is, what I'm showing you, folks. Hold on. Sorry, folks. Give me a second, folks. I can't. I'm trying to. So, are you looking at that? So, 84-17 with a crown. So, I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on 8-4 in the 17th state, and the crown is his head. The head is a crown. Okay? Do you get it? Are you seeing what I'm showing? Does that make sense? What I was showing there? Think about how crazy that is. Hold on one second. Just want to look at something real quick. And again, I ask you, look at this. So remember, Trump's the 45th president. 17th state is Ohio. Look at this. And the date is 8-4, right? Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Trump, the 45th president. Ohio's the 17th state. And 8-4 is the date he gets his head wound. Look at that. The total is 146. 146 is 6-14 backwards. Because, you know, they say the date 14-6 in the UK. Look, Trump was born on 6-14, 14-6. You see? 14-6. You see? Again, I ask you, what is the chance of that? Please tell me. How many coincidences can I show you? You know, how many, folks? How many? Please explain this to me. How many can I show before it becomes apparent that it's not a coincidence, that it's supernatural, all this stuff, okay? The only thing I didn't know was the year, okay? That's all I didn't know, okay? Exactly. The chances of all this being a coincidence is 0%. Exactly. Anyway, let me just keep going here. Hold on. So, you remember I was telling you that the letter O is the 15th letter of the alphabet, right? So if the letter O is the 15th letter of the alphabet, you know, it can break down in two ways here. It can either be, I mean, you know, usually you would say 6-9, right? The 69. But, you know, 7 plus 8 equals 15 also, you know what I mean? But but anyway, 9 is 6, 6, 9, right? And so real quick, let me just show you something. Yeah, I know, it is crazy, right? The coincidences. Yeah, coincidences. Anyway, so the 69 is the crown number, right? I told you. So if the 9 is 6 is in the middle right there, okay? So remember, the word God is 7, 15, 4. But if you break the 15 in half, it'll be 7, 9, 4 or 7, 6, 4. And the reason I'm showing that, okay, why was I showing that? Oh, because if you did it that way, the numbers, it would add up across. 7, 9, and 4 would be 20, and 7, 6, 4 is 17. 2017 is when Trump became president. And look, 20 plus 17 equals 37, which is the EL number. And you know that August 4th is the 216th day, and on leap year it's the 217th. And that's why Trump was elected in 2016 and he became president in 2017. You get it? August 4th is the 216th, 217th day of the year, right? And it just so happens that The pay attention, folks. So August 4th is the 216th, 217th day of the year. August 4th. On leap year is 217th. If you add it up, it's 433. The 84th prime is 433. You see? The 84th prime is 433. Again, I ask you, what is the chances of that? Okay? How about 0 to none? Okay? I think there's only one other number that does that, actually. And by the way, Washington's original birthday was 211, right? And then they changed it to 222. What do you get? His original birthday, where am I? 211 and 222, they changed it. 433. Get it? That's the 84th prime. And when did Washington become a master mason? August 4th, 1753. August 4th, he became a master mason. Okay? This Washington. That's what they say. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? The point is, it's there right in your face. Okay? Now, earlier I was showing you this 9464 thing, you know, with if you broke down the letter O, which is the 15th letter, into a 9 and a 6, like the yin yang thing, right? All right. So if you did that, watch what happens if you kind of separate the numbers. Watch. Let me show you what I'm talking about, and you'll see how it connects to the year 2024. Because 2024 is like 224. Because you don't take because the letter O can be a crown or it can be a 0. So remember, I was showing you 794 and 764. Okay, so if the letter G is 7 up, 7 down, remember, like the letter Z is 7 up, 7 down thing. So 7 plus 7 is 14, right? And 9 and 4 is 13, 6 and 4 is 10. That would be 23. Look, 14, 23. The 224th prime is 1423. Okay, and I can show you connections with that, like saying 142, 143. I'm not going to show you why I'm saying that, but I'm just telling you that. You know what? I should just remember what I'm showing you here about the 1423 and the 224th prime, because we're in the year 2024 next year. Okay, but real quick. I want to see something with the prime number real quick. Hold on. Oh, no. Oh, I hope it came back. Oh, yeah, it did. Whoa. I almost erased something. Give me a second, folks, to find this. What is this? What am I looking for? Oh, forget it. It's not important. Anyway, so remember, we're talking about the 224th prime, because we're in the year 2024 next year, 1423, the 224, get it? 2024. And I told you that if you did the numbers like this for the word God, it's 1423, the total, 1423. You know what 1423 is representing? Pay attention. The words I am equals 23, 14 reduced. 23 and then 14 reduced equals 37, which is the EL. So I am equals 23, 14, and 37. I didn't put the backwards numbers right now. But the point I'm trying to make is it's 1423. It's the 1423. Do you see it? 2314 equals 37. It's the I am number. Okay? And you know why I am is so important? Because God said, you know, in the Old Testament and the New Testament, okay, I am. Okay? Now, you remember I told you how important the word wizard is? Because the word wizard, why is it important? Okay, let me show you why. Because the word whiz is the backwards of the word I am. I am equals the whiz backwards, the word whiz. And ARD, the last three letters of wizard, is the word I am exactly. So basically, the word wizard is I am, I am. But the I am for whiz is the backwards. So basically, it's I am backwards, I am forwards. Wizard is I am, I am. Do you get it? All right. So wizard is one of the most important words. That's why it's the Wizard of Oz. I told you Elvis is the Wizard of Oz. The Emerald City is Seattle because Elvis is the Wizard of Oz. Trump is the Wiz. Trump is the Wiz. Elvis is the Wizard. Okay? Now, and look at the word wizard. Look at that. First of all, it equals 162 to the total, the forward and backward. And the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. But look, 8181. The Elvis and his identical twin were born on 1818. You see what I'm saying? It's 8181. And it's the 711 backwards. And I told you that thank heaven for 711 has the 1818 in there. If you've seen my chart, you know, if you go back and look at my other videos. But anyway, the word wizard is so important. And here's why. Because it's the only word that equals the exact same forward and backward. Okay, so the W is the 23rd letter of the alphabet, but backwards it would be the fourth letter. And that's what D would be. D would be the fourth letter forward, 23rd letter backwards. Okay, if you did the alphabet backwards. See? So WIZARD is the exact same letters in its backwards letters. Its backwards number is the R. The Z's backwards letter is the A. The A's backwards letter is the Z. The R's backwards letter is the I. The D's backwards letter is the W. So the word wizard, and by the way, I discovered this, and no, there's not a single other word. Go look for another word that does this. It doesn't do it. That's why wizard is so important, folks. Okay? It equals the exact same forward and backward because the numbers, the letters correspond with each other. Okay? And you go ahead and try it. I'm telling you. It won't match like that. It's a super important thing. No. I'm not saying you won't find words that equal the same forward and backward. You'll find that. Like the word love equals forward and backward the same numbers. That's not what we're talking about. When you put the letters in, it won't spell out its backwards numbers. Okay? Let me explain that, okay? Because I don't think people understand. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Like the word love, by the way, the word love has the same numbers as the word eyes with two eyes, EYES. So love, okay, if you did the word love, even though it equals the exact same forward and backward, okay, I believe it's 54:27 or 17. I can't remember. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's just say it's either 50, because I don't remember now. It's either 54:27 or 54:17. I'm not sure. Somebody tell me. But let me just explain to you what I mean. EVOL, okay? So it's, hold on. Man, I can't do it now. Man, you guys put me on the spot here. It's not your fault. I just was trying to see if I could do it from memory. Hold on. You know what? I can't do this right now. My brain's not working. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. But forget. But I know I'm right about how important that is. But about that word, okay? Hold on. We'll do it another time when I have time, but let's just go to the next thing. All right, so remember I was showing you that the 224th prime was 1423. Remember that? Okay, the 224th is 1423, right? And it's connected to the I am, and we're in the year 2024 next year. So 1423 is the 224th prime, right? We were talking about. So look at this. Okay, pay attention. You know what? Let me just show it. So the name Jesus, which is the name above all names, pay attention. The name Jesus equals 74 forward, 61 backwards, okay? Now, the 224th prime is 1423. If you add the 224, which is the prime, you know, the 224th prime is 1423, you add the 224, you get 1647. And what's important here? Look, Jesus equals 7461. It's the backwards of Jesus, 1647. 1647. You see? You see what I'm saying there? Okay? That's another connection to that puzzle. Okay? And yeah, I was going to show this, but it's okay. I'll just show it to you, but I'm not even going to talk about it. Because Jesus equals 7411. I was just showing that as a, don't worry about it. It's not important. So remember, I told you that Jesus equals 74, right? And the word God, because the letter O can be a 0 and it could be nothing. It's everything in between, that means. I told you, it's the Alpha Omega. The letter O is everything in between. So it would be 704, actually. Okay, the word God, 704. Because O means everything in between the crown, okay? So 7 plus 4 is 11. So Jesus equals 7411. Do you see what I'm saying? Jesus equals 7411. 7411. It's right there in your face. You see what I'm saying? And you think it's a coincidence that Martin Luther King was killed on 4/4? The 74th prime is 373, and the 11th prime is 31. Add that up, it's 404. Remember, Jesus equals 7411. God equals 7411. You see it? When they killed Martin Luther King, they're killing Jesus. Okay? And let me tell you something. I'm connected to this puzzle. I'm not going to tell you how, but I'm going to tell you later, but not now. It's going to be much later. I'm going to explain it. But like I said, I'm connected to this puzzle because I told you they need me. So, yeah, the error code on your computers or whatever it's called, 404, exactly. Anyway, so the king was killed in Memphis, Tennessee, you know. And that's where Elvis lived. And I told you Seattle's now named after King County, where Seattle is, named after Martin Luther King. Okay, do you understand? This is not a coincidence, all right? Anyway, so the 74th prime is 373. Notice, again, I ask you, remember we were talking about the L even? The L even, the 7337, the word perfect, and the word kingdom is 7337. And look, it's the 3773. 3773. Get it? It's the EL forward and backward. 74 prime number is EL and then E back. You get what I'm saying? All right? These aren't coincidences, man. Wow. It's like, how much, like, do I have to show you, man? For people to get it. So remember, Jesus equals 7411. The 74th prime is 373. The 11th prime is 31. Notice that the first number is 37, remember? Then what are the three numbers remaining? 3, 3, 1. So it's basically EL, because 37, remember, is EL. EL 331. Interestingly enough, the 33rd prime number is 137. It's got the same numbers. Look, 33 and then 137. But forget about that. Just remember this. 331 is the last three numbers, EL, and then 331, right? So the reason I'm showing that is because you think it's a coincidence that Trump was chosen? Okay? So the word 73, I told you 7337 is the L even. 37, if you counted every letter, it equals 165. 73 equals 166, okay? Which is the total of 331. Okay? 7337 equals 331, and it's connected to the ELs. Got it? And I just showed you that the 74th prime is 37 with the 331 in the last three numbers, right? All right, so 37 equals 165, 73 equals 166 if you wrote out the EL, you know, the 3773, 3773. It's that the total is 331 and it equals 165 and 166. And why is this connected to Trump? Because Trump is born on the 165th day, 166 on a leap year. You see what I'm saying? 331. Do you get it? Are you getting what I'm showing? Because 7337, the total is 331. It's 165, 166. Trump's born on the 165th, 166th day of the year. Okay? And again, it's connected to the 331, which is connected to the the 74th and 11th prime, which is 37. Then what's left is the 331. Okay? Now, again, it's all about the 331, right? You remember I told you that the name Elvis and his identical twin Jesse, spelled with an I like it is on his gravestone because he died at birth, supposedly, they both equal 67. The 67th prime is 331, and there was two of them that day. Remember, we were just talking about the 331. And there was two of them born that day. One of them died, right? Look, two of them born. 662 is the total, and that's the Tupelo area code where the twins were born. Are you getting what I'm showing? Okay? The twins were born. I've shown all this information, okay, already. And look, you got the EL and the O, 2P, get it? The PP, 2P, LO, 2P, ELO. Anyway, it's the 662 area code where they were born, the identical twins. And it connects to the 331, which I was just showing you here with Trump's birthday and with, Jesus numbers with the 37 and then the 331 and the word 7337 equaling 331, the total. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and the 19th prime number is 67. Yes, I've shown all that. Yeah, and that's why Elvis needs the 19 crown. And remember, Elvis's birthday was on 1/8, the day the identical twins were born, and one of them died, right? And then to the day that 9/11 fell, the Twin Towers on 9/11. Remember, from the twins' birthdays, Elvis and his twin, to 9/11 is 247 days, 8 months, 4 days, and 67.67% within the same year, I'm saying. Okay? Look, 67.67%. That's the twins, Elvis and Jesse. Do you understand? Okay, this is nothing new, folks, that I'm showing. I'm just trying to show you how perfect this puzzle is, okay? 67.67% for 247 days. And if you wrote the word 67 out, it's the only number. 67 is the first number that equals 162, and that's June 11th. And the only other time you'll ever see it is when you write out the word 76, because it's the same letters. 67 and 76 is the same letters. And that's the first time and the last time you're going to see it. Okay? The first number that does this, when you're writing out the numbers, you know, if you started from 1, then go to 2, you know what I mean? It's the first number that does this, 67, you see? And look, it's even got Elvis's birthday in the back, 1-8. And look, 45, Trump's the 45th president. 45 backwards is 54. And look, it ends with 162. So it's the PP again. 16th letter of the alphabet is the P. PP. And you know August 4th is the 216th day of the year, because it's all about the 1616, the 216s. PP. 16th letter of the alphabet is the P. PP. Hold on. So, and remember I was telling you that the twins are 67. They both equal 67, Elvis and Jesse. Look, if you separated the numbers, 6, 7, and then added up, it's 6 plus 6 is 12, 7 plus 7 is 14. Look, George Washington died on 12/14. And I told you Seattle, you know, is in Washington State. You see what I'm saying? And of course, 12 plus 14 equals 26. You know, the word God. And by the way, Elvis died at the age of 42, and Washington is the 42nd state. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 7 is 42. 42 plus 42 is 84. Trump is going to get his head one on 8-4. Okay? Again, just everything is just a coincidence, folks. That's all. Everything is a coincidence. And remember, we're talking about the 67. And you know, Elvis was born on the 8th day. The 8th prime number is 19. And the 19th prime number is 67. Okay, you see what I'm saying? I told you that Elvis needs the 19 crown. Okay? That's what that whole Corona 19 was about, because it's the Corona 19. That's what it was all about, because Lucifer lost his 19 crown when he became Satan. I'll explain that later. And look, the word twin equals 66. And from Elvis's birthday to 9/11 was 66 years, 8 months, 4 days. There's your 8-4. 66 years, twin equals 66. That's from Elvis's birthday to the exact date that 9/11 fell. Okay? Look, the 66 prime is 317. Look at this. From Elvis's birthday to Trump's birthday is 158 days or 159 days. Look, 317. 66 prime is 317. I asked you, and the word twin equals 66. I asked you, what is the chances of that? Okay? I'm just asking you, what is the chances? Okay? Every single thing I'm showing you. And you know Jesus, he equals 7461. On certain years, you have to choose which year you put into the calculator, because I think it only works on a leap year. But remember, I told you the word God equals 764 on the bottom part, because on the top it's 715.4, but if you reduce the 15, 1 plus 5 is 6. 764 would be the bottom numbers. And you know Jesus equals 7461. So look, from Elvis's birthday to 611, it's either 7,460 days if you add the day, and then on a leap year, if you find a certain year, it'll be 7461 if you add the day. So I just thought that was interesting, you know. Okay. Now, so remember I was telling you about if you made a yin yang with the letter O, because the 15th letter of the alphabet is the O, 9 plus 6 is 15. Look, if you look at the top number, it's 94 with an O. Get it? 940 or 904. Look, the 940th prime is 7411. You see? Because I told you Elvis needs the 9. I'm not going to explain it here, but look, it even connects to the Jesus number. Jesus equals 7411. Okay? Now, I gotta move fast, folks. It's getting too long, this video. The crown equals 106, 110. Backwards, total is 216. Jesus with a crown, the bottom numbers, the totals is 106, 110, 216. Look at that. It's the top of the word crown. Jesus with a crown it's the bottom right there. See it? And notice that it's 162. Jesus's numbers. And the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. Look, and if you add the 2 to the 5-4, the 254th day is 9/11, and August 4th is the 216th. So it's all right there. You know, these the events that I'm talking about. And notice it's 89. Elvis turns 89 next year in 2024, and the 24th prime is 89. And then he's got the perfect numbers back there. And look at this, 1737. The word EL equals 17 forward, 37 backwards. This name with a crown, Jesus is the name above all names with a crown, is a perfect name. Perfect, okay? It's absolutely perfect. It has everything. It's loaded. And remember, I was showing you the crown and the bottom numbers of Jesus, 106, 110. 106, 110. Hold on. So, what was I showing here? So the crown equals 106, 110. The total is 216, right? Look, JFK, and remember, he had his crown. His head is a crown. They sacrificed his crown, get it? If he would, of course, I'm not saying he actually did die, but who knows? Look, it's 106, his initials, JFK, and his head, get it? 106, 11, crown, 106, 110. And remember, it equals 216, and he had his head knocked off. August 4th is the 216th day of the year. The total for this, 106 plus 110, is 200. And you remember I showed you how important the 110 is because it's connected to the word perfect. 7337 is 110 is perfect. Anyway, so the 106, 110 equals 216. It's the crown. The crown equals 106, 110, 216. Get it? Okay? I'm just trying to make you understand that you cannot have these kind of coincidences, all right? All right? And if you think it's a coincidence, look at the word, the crown. Look at the words, the crown, and look at the total. 216, 81, 297 for the crown. 216, 81, 297. Whose number is that in his forward numbers, which is the more important number? Look, Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216, 81, 297. So it's the crown. Look, the crown total for the crown is right there in the front. It's very hard to get this here in the front. For the totals, you might find it somewhere else, but not in the front right here. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. The crown right there, the total for the crown. Okay? And you know what? Look at this. The total down here is 149. JFK was born on the 149th day of the year. You see? All right. I'm just trying to show you all these coincidences. And Jesus, he equals 7461 back, forward and backward. I mean, not forward. Yeah. The name Jesus, 74 forward, 61 backwards. Obama, why he's so important. I told you that his full name equals 666. I was the first one to discover that years ago when I created a certain type of calculator. So Obama was born on 8/4/61. From the first of the year to 8/4 is 7 months, 4 days. And then it's the 61st year. 7 months, 4 days into the year is Obama's birthday. 7461. 7461. Do you see it? Okay, that's why he was chosen. That's why this day was chosen. That's why what I showed you earlier with Washington's original birthday to 8/4/61 was, what it was and how it connects to Trump getting his head won. Okay? No, anyway, Trump, man, I don't know what you guys are saying right now in the chat. And remember, August, when Trump gets his head won and when Obama was born, it's the Leo, the sign of Leo. You get what I'm saying? Leo, the Lo. Okay? Again, I ask you, is just a coincidence? Is it just a coincidence? Okay? I'm just asking, folks. Everything is a coincidence, right? And wait, you're gonna see how it's impossible, these connections. And you know, and where was Obama born supposedly? Hawaii. And by the way, Hawaii's area code is 808, you know, and Elvis is still 88 right now. But Elvis's favorite vacation place was Hawaii, and he was actually there when Obama was supposedly conceived in Hawaii. So I'm just saying something's going on. And by the way, Hawaii is abbreviated HI, and I'll tell you why that's important. But Obama's birthplace, supposedly, of course, who knows, you know. Elvis's favorite vacation place was Hawaii. And I told you he made his concert, the biggest satellite concert. Satellite sounds like Seattleite, get it? Anyway, the first king of Hawaii, they celebrate King Kamehameha Day on 6/11. You see that? King Kamehameha Day is 6/11 in Hawaii. Okay, again, I ask you, what is the chances of all this, okay? Because I told you Seattle is when June 11th gets struck. And remember I was telling you about Jesus with a crown, and it connected to the crown? Guess what August equals? The exact same as Jesus with a crown. So the word August, which is the ELO, you know, the sign of the Leo. And when Trump gets his head wound, and when Obama was born August 4th, you know, Trump gets his head wound on that day. Oh, Jesus, Jesus with a crown is exactly the word August. Okay? You understand? Are you getting what I'm showing here? Okay? And remember, I was telling you Hawaii is abbreviated HI. Okay? Do you see what I'm saying? Look, I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. Ohio's the 17th state, right? Look, 8 plus 9 is 17. 8 plus 9 is 17. High, Hawaii, get it? The two O's, Elvis and Trump. Obama is, I told you, Obama is the third wheel. He's just the fake one. Trump and Elvis are the real, you know, the beasts of Revelation. But Elvis is the top one. Anyway, high, get it? H-I is 8th letter of the alphabet is H. The 9th letter is I. 8 plus 9 is 17. Ohio's the 17th state. Okay? And isn't it incredible? Remember I said the HI is 8, 9. 8 plus 9 is 17. Ohio's a 17th state. Look at that. 89 plus 17 equals 106. The crown is 106. You see that? You see what I'm showing you? Just like, oh, Jesus is 106. I mean, you know, if you total it, August is 106. 89 plus 17 is 106. Are you getting what I'm showing you here, folks? This is supernatural information you're seeing, okay? Do you understand? And by the way, you know what, Elvis, he was born in Tennessee, right? But he's born, he's born in Tupelo, Mississippi. Mississippi's area code, not Tupelo, but Mississippi's area code, the first one was 601. So it's you see that? 601 is the backwards of the crown's numbers, right? And then Elvis moved to Tennessee. And Tennessee, its first area code was 901, which is the upside down 106. If you turn this way upside down, like, it would be 901. So Tupelo was 601. I mean, not Tupelo. Mississippi, where Elvis was born, the state, was 601, which is the backwards of the crown, and Tennessee, where he moved to later, Elvis, was 901, which is the upside down 106, the crown. Okay, do you get it? And I told you the 24th prime is 89, and we're in the year 2024 next year, and Elvis's age is 89. And remember, I just showed you that Ohio stuff, okay? And, just to add some weird things, because remember, Elvis and his twin were born, the Twin Towers fell. The word towers equals the exact same as the letter O, which is a crown, with the word twins. O twins equals the word towers, okay? And remember, towers, June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. You see how it's, yeah, you can ask me a question. I'm about to end it right now. So you can ask, hold on, just give me a second to finish this part, and then you can ask me a question. So notice that it says 162 at the top, and then 162 again for the total on the top. You see that? Okay. So again, it's a perfect puzzle, you see? All right, folks. I know there was stuff I forgot, folks, but it's okay, whatever. What do you guys, okay, hurry up and ask your question, because hold on. I gotta end this video, because it's already an hour and a half. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and for the people who got in late, you gotta watch from the beginning or you're not gonna understand it. All right, so watch from the beginning. Yeah, the video is going to stay up. Yeah. And by the way, folks, I didn't show everything. There was more. Oh, by the way, I still have to show why Seattle, that new area code is 564. Let me show you why. Okay. But real quick, ask your question while I'm doing this. Go ahead and ask your question. Oh, here it is. Wait a minute. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean you have all prime numbers? What do you mean? What prime numbers is in your birth? I don't get what you're saying. you gotta explain what you mean. Give us an example of what you're talking about, because I'm not sure what you're saying. It's not clear. Anyway, let me just show you that new area code and the significance of it. So what is Seattle's new area code? Look at this. You know what's funny is there's not funny, but there's Elvis, he died. Hold on. Yeah, you know what? I really don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. I don't get it. If you need to be more specific, man. I'm not sure what you mean. Really, I got to be honest with you. Anyway, let me just real quick. So supposedly Seattle got a new area code, and Seattle's area code is 206, and that's 26 with a crown. Get it? The word God is 26, and then you have a crown right here, 206, right? Anyway, forget about that. But look, 564 is the new area code. You add 564 with 206, you get 770. And I told you the Antichrist, the word Christ equals 77. So 77 with a crown. And Elvis died in the year 77. Okay. And I told you 77 and 77 equals 154. And the 154th, and the words, the Antichrist equals 154. So that 564, that 564 new area code that's going to be established in Seattle, okay? I just think it's very interesting that, watch what I'm about to show you, besides it equaling 770, okay? Um, Look at this. So if you were to put Barack Hussein Obama, I've shown this before, you put Barack Hussein Obama, his full name, Elvis Aaron Presley, his full name, Donald John Trump, his full name. Look what it equals. Look at the total. Look at that. 564. You see? That's the new area code for Seattle. Isn't that crazy? And look, it's 777. Look at that. I've shown this before. It's the jackpot. Because I told you Barack was, the... Here, let me bring it down so you can see it, Okay? So, anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that it's 560 for Seattle. I mean, that's just ridiculous, man. What's the chance of that? Anyway, folks, God bless all of you. And listen, I could keep going and going and going and showing more and more stuff, but it's just going to it's just too much already. And by the way, to the person who was trying to make me understand that thing, I apologize. But maybe I'm not getting it because I got too much on my mind. So, don't be mad at me. But because, yeah, I don't mean to. I'm not ignoring you. I really am not. I just don't get it. But anyway, apologize, okay? So don't be mad at me. All right, folks. God bless all of you, and I'll leave this video up. For anyone who got in late, make sure you watch from the beginning, okay? Or you're not going to grasp the magnitude of what I showed. If you got in late and you're not going to watch it, it's not going to make any sense. Again, to all the trolls out there who are just going to keep coming here, so don't ignore the trolls, folks, because they're going to say the same thing. What happened on June 11th? What happened? You know what I'm saying? I've already told you guys that I don't know the year. I only knew the date, okay, of June 11th being the date, and that it's going to happen in Seattle, the King County area of where Washington State, and then the other prediction is that Trump gets his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. Okay, Elvis connects to the Seattle June 11th event. Trump is the Ohio August 4th event. Okay, and like I said, I've never changed my prediction dates. I've never changed the prediction. Okay, because it's from the Holy Spirit, and you're going to see it manifest. To all those dum-dums out there who are not understanding it, let me explain this to you. Noah was warning people for almost 100 years when he was building that ark. Did anyone listen to him? Nobody. Okay. And I told you that Elvis equals water, Elvis equals reset, same numbers. And how did God reset the earth? With water, the flood. Okay. You understand? So I'm just telling you guys. All right. So to all the trolls, you're going to be repenting really soon, and if you don't, you're going to burn in hell. All right, for all the things you are saying about me and the things you're doing, because only sick people, like, you got to be really mentally ill to come and troll somebody's channel. You know what I mean? It's a mental disorder if you're coming to troll and not say anything productive. And because you don't have spiritual eyes, and you don't have spiritual ears. You know what I mean? You can't see or hear the truth, Anyway, like I said, it's going to happen. It's 1,000,000% it's going to happen. The only question is, what year is it going to happen? Is Trump's head wound going to happen this year, or is it going to happen next year? And the Seattle event is going to happen next year on June 11th, and Trump's going to get his head wound either this year or next year on August 4th, same in Ohio. Anyway, folks, God bless all of you, and I'm going to end the video now, okay? All right. Just watch from the beginning, okay? End of video. Jesus is God.